I actually believe that I wasn't told this, this is my opinion, that what the stage is being set, and it has been for several years, and Trump was brought on board and selected to be the president again to walk out what he's walking out right now, in particular in the Middle East, to get to the point where in Iran, whether it's the U.S. or Israel, whoever, I'm not worried about the origin of it, is going to use a nuclear weapon, a tactical nuclear weapon, limited nuclear strike, and that will be the catalyst for the big disclosure thing, because as according to all the ascended masters and all the occultic practitioners within the UAP, UFO, NHI, whistleblower community, is that it is time for our ascension, to arrive and to evolve self-directed evolutionary process of the species to a higher level of sentience and enlightenment and a higher frequency. And that because we are idiotic, stupid, befundled children playing with firecrackers, and we're going to blow our fingers off, and we're going to kill all of our friends that are standing around us while we're doing it. And this is the purpose of the climatology agenda. This is the purpose of the interfaith warring agenda. This is the purpose of the right versus left paradigm, the communism versus capitalism paradigm, the Muslim versus Judeo-Christian paradigm. All these things are setting the stage for controlled demolition. This is building 7 on a supernatural, spiritual level, bringing in the culmination, the convergent zenith of the end of the age. Everything is being propped up. It has been for about 150 years for controlled demolition at the appointed time. So then you can bring about the pre-planned solution for this dire desperation, clamoring for these guys, the golden age, which that's all Trump ever likes to talk about, the Aquarian age of ascendancy of the human species to finally evolve to the next level. And they're coming to help us achieve that. And Christ was one of us, and Buddha was one of us, and Mohammed was one of us. Oh, we spoke with Joseph Smith, and we spoke with whatever, and we met with the Mesopotamians and the Babylonians and the Chaldeans, and we were in Babylon, and they'll go to the pictographs, and they'll go to the hieroglyphs, they'll go to the geoglyphs, they'll go to the Vedic text, and they'll go to the Sanskrit, and they'll do all the historicity of it as well too, along with all the spiritual overtones through all the different religions out there, and including the esotericism of a lot of the different occultic practices out there that are more nefarious, and they will connect it all and weave it all together, and it will be so good that even the elect would be deceived if it were possible. It will be so good.
Absolutely. And the algorithm, like you said, will do a great job of making it so believable and so good that the people who stand against it will be thought of as enemies of progress, and they'll think that they're doing a service to God by getting rid of us. I really think that seems to be coming. Is there anything else that you would warn people about or say before we finish tonight?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest warning is who you're listening to. That's my biggest warning, is who you're listening to. Listen, I know little old ladies. A lot of them, actually, no, a lot of little old ladies. A lot of them seem to follow this ministry and gravitate to it because they're actually the warrior. They're the real warriors. It's not the 25-year-old dudes that are, puffed up on some faulty bravado, but it's the little old ladies that have been in their prayer closets for 30 years with an unbelieving husband, and they have broken through. They know what it is to stay in the fight because they trust Jesus, and they're never going to be swayed by anything, by any information that comes out, by any algorithm, by any reports from the government, by anything that an apostate pastor or false brethren or false teachers or false Christ are going to say, because they know their God. And though they know nothing about disclosure, they know nothing about panspermia or ancient astronaut theory or historicity,